Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Dear Lord, we thank you for, again, bringing us together. We thank you for everyone who's put this in their schedule, and been able to come and meet together to help the seniors of our town. We thank you for the nice evening we had, that we were able to have the dinner, and that the weather's well. And we're gonna put a special prayer out there, Lord, that we please bless Walter tonight and be by his side, and help the doctors that are taking care of him tonight, that they would make wise decisions, and that he would be well and be able to go home. And we bless the time for his funeral, his wife's funeral, on Saturday, that you would give us a break with the weather, Lord, for this funeral. And Lord, we ask you to help us make good decisions this evening. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay,
I thought the funeral was Friday, now,
Saturday, right?
the 20th?
21st?
Saturday.
It's 11 o'clock Saturday.
There's a sheet up on the, near the desk.
Are we on? We're on, okay.
I think we're on, she usually, does that well. And,
Okay.
we've got attendance, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 6 plus Claudia.
Review the secretary.
Secretary's report.
Okay,
She's back from her trip.
Secretary's report.
Secretary's report, so this is from the meeting on September 27th, 2023. So Sue actually took the notes for me. So I'll just read through. Flo Purveyor, Chair, called the meeting to order at 6:35 p.m. Attendees were Nancy Afonso, Vice Chair, Ken Horvath, Treasurer, Bill Lipka, Sue Brady, John Nason, and Lorraine Michaels. Mel Shaughnessy and Claudia Provenzel were absent. The lovely prayer was recited by Nancy Afonso. The Secretary's report was accepted as presented. The Treasurer's report was presented, and a short discussion was held on what monies were needed to accept the bid for the new patio/deck. The board was made aware of a request to GFA for $38,000 to help us build the patio deck. We have also applied for the CPA grant, which was rejected. We need to follow up with Sanda Berry. John Nason suggested asking the Community Foundation for help. We have $2,651 left in the $25,000 grant from the state. We determined that we were $36,000 short. An appeal has been presented, and we have received some monies from generous residents. Mention was made that we made $700 on the chicken barbecue. A motion was made by Bill Lipka and seconded by Nancy to accept the treasurer's report. Outreach was discussed. Walter Scott's wife passed, and if you want to send a card, you can call the senior center for the address. There will be a service at a later date. The barbecue was a success. Asta Anderson won the $50 gift certificate to the Old Mill. The board will try to make this an annual event. Mrs. Afonso suggests that our next meeting, discuss what events we have held and what should we do it again? Okay.
Should we do it
And
again?
when?
And maybe when, yeah.
Just scratch out the what.
A notice needs to be posted that there will be no cards on Friday, October 6th because of the boutique. We will be setting up starting Thursday and all day Friday, October 6th. The Jack-o'-lantern trip is the 15th, and there are still a few spots available. The next meeting will be October 18th at 6:30. At 7:12 p.m., Ken Horvath made a motion to adjourn, and Bill seconded the motion. Respectfully submitted, Sue Brady.
Make a motion, we accept the minutes.
I second the motion.
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Claude?
I don't know if
She's
she-
in
It's
there.
right there.
Oh, is that Lorraine?
Mice, just
No,
mice.
That's Lorraine.
Just mice.
No, she's in there. She's at the kitchen.
Oh, that is Claudia.
That's
Claudia,
What?
do you want to come in now and do your spiel, or do you want to come in later?
Oh, I don't care, I don't really have a spiel.
Oh, yeah, we
Although
had
Ken,
questions.
I did find the $100 check. It was in one of your voucher things.
Oh,
It was tucked, yeah,
but
kind-
it didn't get, but I didn't get, I
No,
just
but you got it
didn't
now,
post
cause I put it in, so
All
you
right,
got it now.
Thank you.
So, okay, so that $100 we did find.
Just a quick review on the deck update.
Oh,
like these things, you had the GFA, the 38,000, we got anything on that yet?
Nothing.
Nothing on that yet, and what about, you wanna tell them that you talked to Ann, or?
I did talk to Ann Goby. I saw her at the funeral. And she led me to think that she might be able to help us with some money. Yeah, and then I just learned today, my nephew who owns Redline Construction, Contracting, whatever, I got a letter from him, I'm gonna go over with Nate, that railing that we have on there is a $40,000 railing.
What one?
$40,000 railing, he said, Claude, that's. I
The
think
current
you-
one?
Yeah, so we have some options here, we can try to go with a cheaper railing. That would solve all the whole problem. Cause
Yeah.
all we need is 18,000. If that's 40,000, get rid of that railing, put something else on, let's see what we can do about that, you know? So, yeah, he just sent me a letter
Yeah,
about
but does the
that.
railing have to meet any specific
I gotta,
specs?
yes,
Yes,
Why don't we
it does.
just get a
But-
whole bunch of pillows for the ground, and no railing?
I know, I got.
And if the
I got-
people fall off,
Wait, let me get this
Somebody was
back.
looking at that.
Little
I think it-
trampoline,
we could
somebody was
bounce.
looking
You
at
know?
the specs and they were saying
I bet
that
you we could get a good
Bounce
deal, I
house.
bet you we could get a good deal from
Say that
the
again.
pillow guy, because he's not making any
Somebody was
sales.
looking at the
We could
plans
get
and
probably
they
a
Oh, my
couple hundred
pillow?
pillows
back
cheap.
on that and still
The
be
truck-
compliant.
Yeah, he's probably, he's had his
Really?
time,
Yeah.
you know.
Careful.
I'm making fun of everybody.
Yes, you are, we can tell. Okay, so she's
We need a,
Connor,
Huh?
coming
Go to
on.
the Lions Club. I did go to the Lions Club and I gave them a whole packet. We had a whole packet we put together for them and the plans and all that. Haven't heard anything. I don't know. I'm sure they think it's a little high, you know, but this is the letter. This is the letter I got from my nephew who just wrote, you know. The guy who's doing some work here is gonna be doing some work for him. He's got a small job he's doing for him. And I guess they talked a little bit about it, this Rob Dupree, and they talked about and Rob was saying the railing is very expensive, you don't need to have that expensive
That
railing.
might be a way around the whole thing.
But he's not, he doesn't, he's waiting, Rob is just waiting. He's taking other jobs in between and waiting to see what happens.
Are you talking about Rob? Is he the one who did our plans?
No, Damon McQuaid did the plans, he was the architect for the plans.
Okay, but
This
the-
is the builder, the guy
The
who's the
builder, he's waiting? How long?
He's been waiting for a while, he's just waiting for us to get the money, and I guess Nate's been Nate's been back and forth here and there with him, telling him that we're trying to raise the money.
Might
And-
have an issue, Claudia, with the conflict of interest. Ought to have somebody just take a look at it,
At what?
at the bid and the relationship.
Oh, I'm not related to the builder,
You're not?
no, no. No,
This-
he has,
this
Scotty
is
has his
just-
own business,
Yeah.
and this guy does work for Scotty, you
Okay.
know, but he's no relation to me at all, none.
He was just kinda helping her out.
He
giving
was
his 2
giving me some
cents.
ideas, you know, cause he's in that business, and he has done municipal, you know, work and prevailing wage stuff, and so he just thought he would throw out some ideas for me, for us, you know.
well, it's good to have somebody,
Yeah, you
No
need to have just
offense.
somebody,
I mean, that knows the business to help.
yeah, 'cause you don't, I don't know, I'm just doing,
Well,
I'm surprised the
Put the town-
architect didn't say anything.
the town said, well, he said this
That
was
is
a good
fine.
railing, and then I had another contractor with me at the same time, a guy from Holden. We're all together, so I was reaching out for other people to give me some support and
Yeah.
tell me what to do, and he said, that's a great railing.
Well, yes, but.
That's the way it goes,
Should
it's-
be.
but nobody
But-
said
but
it was
is it
40,000,
necessary?
that's the first I've heard,
Yeah,
you know, but I don't know, I mean,
So that
I'll
may
go
be
with-
able to be reused or just stay in place,
what,
the railing?
what railing?
not the current railing, the,
Oh.
the,
No,
Railing
no,
plans.
no,
the new,
no, the new, yeah, the new one, so.
that would be nice. if we
I'll
didn't have to
discuss
put
this
railing
with
at all.
Nate, I'll show him the letter and, you know, we'll go over it and we'll see. And then he says maybe send it out for another bid, you know, whatever, I don't know.
Okay, well.
We'll have to
Are
see.
we
good.
under a time frame for this now anymore, or that passed and?
No,
I
I
think
don't
that
think any of the
passed.
monies, none of the monies that we're using are under a time frame, are they?
I don't think so, but somebody said I said, I don't think so, the ARPA money, they didn't put a time limit on that,
No, I
That
think they
I
said
know
no,
of.
no.
no. But I'm gonna check with that tomorrow too, when I see him.
Him being Nate,
Yeah.
Nate, when I take a minute and talk with him a little bit. But today was busy, I had a
Yeah.
good time today. And Scotty just sent me that.
So how much money did we
We
get
need
again?
18,000.
Right now, it's 18,000, that includes the money you just got from the yard sale and the
That includes
boutique.
the money for the yard sale and
Includes it.
boutique and
So we're
everything.
1,800 short.
18,000.
18,000.
Because the reason of that, the reason is because I thought we had $60,000 from ARPA. Because we put in for $60,000, and when they said you were approved, but I don't know, at some point I wrote a letter, so I saw, because I questioned that, and they said, I think it's 50, and I said, I don't think so. But anyway, I found the letter that I had written, and it is 50,000.
Well, it is what it is, so.
It is 50,000, so that's why, otherwise we would only need 8,000, and we'd be
That's what
ready
I
to go.
thought. Okay.
So we went from
That's what-
36,000 down to 18,000?
Yes,
That's good.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
that's pretty
That's
good, a lot
awesome.
of people
That's very
donated
good.
money, and they donated quite a bit of money. You
Wow.
know, a lot of people did, and so, yeah, so now we're down to 18,000.
And how much did we get from the yard sale and stuff?
You've
We
got
depo-
that.
$3,000.
Yeah, right.
We got 19
$3,000.
I'm
and,
gonna call bank tomorrow, they didn't like the way I deposited a check.
And we put
Bev
it
gave
in-
us like 12.
So I get it on my credit card.
what?
Get it on your credit card, don't you?
Yeah, I'll just put it on there.
We all.
Be careful, she's gonna ask us all to put ours on.
Well, we got another a little over $100 tonight, so that's another $100. We got a little bit here and a little bit there, right?
Would we
Did
like
you
the
get that?
treasurer's report? This might answer some of our questions.
There you go.
Okay, yeah.
Are you ready?
Well, are you all done? What
Yeah,
you
I
have
got
to
nothing
say?
unless you want.
I'm ready.
Well, the Christmas, did they all know about the trips coming up?
The Merry Country Christmas that we're doing, that one's in December 6th, it's a Wednesday.
What is it?
Merry Country Christmas, it's at Lake Pearl in Rentham. It's Lake Pearl's the restaurant there or whatever. And it's gonna be people from Nashville. It's gonna be a country music Christmas.
Huh?
I don't know, I think it's gonna be, if you like country music, some people don't.
I was gonna say, that kind of just dropped down the.
Yeah, I like country music, but so,
Depends.
but I got 25 seats. I'm not gonna do any more than 25 seats right now, we're gonna go
Nice.
half and half with Gardner.
Oh, nice.
So Gardner will do half. If I by chance get a lot of interest and people wanna go, and we can get the amount of people we need to get our own bus, then we will.
You know what
I
the
still
cost
have
is?
that
I have a
option.
check for you and it's on my dining room table.
For what?
For the trip for Kathy and I forgot to bring it.
No, you gave me.
No,
You
I
paid
didn't.
for
I
Kathy
did
and you.
not. I did not, for
Yeah, you-
Christmas. No, I did not.
Oh, for Christmas? The Christmas trip?
Christmas trip, yeah.
How much is the
Oh.
Christmas trip?
$119. That's your trip down, your
Dinner.
meal, and your show. The trip.
What day's the 6th?
Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a holiday thing. It's nice to have some kind of
Yeah.
celebration, but we can't do a 2-day one like we usually do. I think it's too expensive. People aren't gonna, they can't afford to go. You know, like when we used to go up to North Conway and things like that. They were great trips, but now I think it's too much money. We can't do it.
I've gotta
That's
say,
something.
the Sunday trip was a great trip.
Yeah.
It
It was
was.
very interesting.
Yes, it
Amazing.
was. Wait till you see my pictures.
I posted,
I was hoping to get them up on the
I'm
thing.
sorry.
I posted
forgot
Pat's
completely.
pictures on our Facebook page.
Did you put, oh, you gotta see what I got.
Well,
We have
Yeah.
to make a,
I can't come
Collage.
tomorrow, but maybe,
A thing
I
of
can come in
hers.
Monday.
Monday-
No, you're not here on Monday, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I'll scoop by on
Yeah.
Tuesday then. I can't come in tomorrow, so.
Yeah, it would be nice to have them up in the kind of, cause it's new.
yeah,
and
we used to
fresh.
have to make a show of it.
Yeah.
On your phone, and then we should be able to just get it on the TV.
Just kind of slide it through.
I'm gonna need some help with that because I
Oh,
just
she's
don't
looking
know.
at me.
I'm looking at you.
Yes,
I
'cause
looked
you're
at
so
Nate, but
smart.
I never can connect with Nate, so.
I'll try.
What's a good day for
Connect.
you?
We'll talk after,
Okay,
cause that's like
all right,
not great right now, but,
all right.
yeah, the other thing is, Fiddler on the Roof. I saw Fiddler on the Roof is gonna be at the North Shore Music Theater, and, Christmas. time.
That's a beautiful-
Right,
that's
November,
beautiful.
maybe November.
My nephew right there, Scott, starred in Fiddler on the Roof. When he was a kid in high school. I'm sorry.
Well, Taylor
What
Swift.
did I do now?
goes
What
there.
nephew,
right.
Scott?
Hmm?
Which
You
is
see the
that one?
videos from that?
The one that just wrote
Granddaughter.
that letter.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wow.
she's
My sister Lolly's son.
She's pointing over to you, well, you're a nephew?
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I got
I
it.
don't
You
think
can
so.
see
That's
her
my
on
sister's-
Sunday
my sister's
football on
Yes.
TV.
So,
That's who
These
I
were
love
the
Finland.
football
But
players.
anyway, so
Yes,
that
that
was
was
a
very
thought,
nice.
we had a
His
nice
mother
time,
or
anyone who went on that trip. We went up to North Shore Music
Just got the
Theater,
video-
had dinner in
video
Danvers and
movie.
went to a
Video
show. That was
concert.
nice.
That was The Sound of Music, right?
That was the Sound of Music.
Yeah, that was a great
But
show.
Fiddler's coming up,
That's a good show.
it's a good show. Okay, anything else for Claudia?
Anything else for me?
Okay, go home.
I'm gonna finish the dishes.
Oh.
What's the matter with the dishwasher?
I got one load in the washer and I'm gonna wash some by hand. I know it's not.
Can't the rest go tomorrow?
I'm gonna leave the dirty dishes for someone to come in.
Well, by the end of this thing, it might be open, I can put them away and put them in a minute.
That dishwasher takes an incredibly long time.
They all do.
I
It
know.
does,
Yeah.
I don't really time it, cause I turn it on before I leave,
2
but
hours, right?
yeah,
Should have a
it's
short
long.
cycle. All right, thank you, Claudia. Okay, Treasurer. Are you next?
Yes, I am.
Go right ahead.
Oh, who's
Okay.
that? Oh, Ken. Oh
Okay.
It's me.
You're quiet tonight.
my God, they killed Kenny.
Stressful day. So, this is as of today.
Wow.
This is up to date.
Nice.
So, our supplies account, we have $1,316.95. In the services account, we have $1,007.68. And now, in the gift account, we have $47,502.97.
Good.
So,
10,000.
then, in the formula grant, we have $812.61. In the GFA grant account, we have $267. And on the senior building, which is left over from the 25, we have $2,651.84. So, if you look at the gift account, round numbers, 47.5, and you add 2,600 from the senior building,
Yep.
that's $50,000. And we have another $50,000 that the town's got. So that's where
Yeah.
Claudia comes up with her 18, because I think the deck's
Oh.
118, I think was something like
I
that.
don't remember.
114, 118, something like that.
Okay.
So, but people in the boutique was very well, was $3,060.
Yeah, that is.
And
amazing.
we've had some very generous contributions in the last 3 months. Since July, we've had 3 $1,000 contributions from people, so, and we do have things planned, Christmas and stuff, so, we're on our way. So that's that.
Okay, very good.
Motion to accept?
You second it? Good. Thank you, Ken.
You're welcome.
Got business outreach programs, discussion, anyone have anything? I'll start off by just saying that we found out tonight with, oh, wait a minute. Let me ask, Mel, do you ask if she got hold of Wendy? I'm just gonna talk about Walter, we already talked about it. So, we had a incident tonight during supper, and we went on the My Senior Center on the computer to find the emergency numbers for this person, and none of which worked.
Huh.
So, people are changing from home phones to their cell phones and all that. And in doing that and finding that, I mean, I went on to the brothers, the sisters who are on the senior center, and most of those numbers didn't work either. So you just go to the internet, you know what I mean, and try
Yeah.
to find them. So we were successful, but it took a long time in getting a couple emergency numbers. But I was talking to Mel about this, because I know she's good on the outreach. It's made me think of it, the outreach program. And so the idea we came up with, unless anyone else has something else to add to it, was to, for each of the groups that come in, so we have the singing group, we have the bingo group, we have the cards, we have the, you know, all these different knitting groups come in, that we would, and even us, our group, you know, we would start a paper,
Yeah.
and just, not actually a form, but just have everyone that comes in take a moment and sign in their name, their emergency contacts, their numbers. And then we can
Can go
keep this
back
by the
in.
computer, and we can go back into the Mike Senior Center, the
And-
people who help out here,
So,
and go on.
I think we should talk to Sue about that, because we did that. We did that. Patty too, she called a lot of people. Remember, we called them.
Bonnie and.
Yeah, we
Right.
called people asking for their updated information. Yes, we did that, but I can't remember exactly how it went, but I know Sue, and I know she went out on her little email thing that she shot out an email and asking people for the updated information, and we made a few calls. I know Patty called.
How long ago was that?
Yeah, but like.
Yeah,
Nancy
but
said,
That was a year,
if-
not
if
even a
they-
year.
If you had a little form and say, you know, your name and emergency contact and number,
I had one.
Well, that's what we use when we put it into my
To
senior
update it.
center.
Yeah, but we
Oh,
only
update.
want,
We
we don't want
need to do
anything
it
else,
again.
we just want
Just
their
want
name
new
and their
and
emergency
updated.
contact. And, you know, if we find it's already there, fine, just go on, but I don't remember ever reading that, and I'm pretty good at reading the things that come from here.
Well, I know Sue did it. It could have been last
Could have
year.
been a year ago. And even in
Yeah.
that year, people could have stopped using their house phones.
Well, I
and
think
onto
if you
themselves.
put it in the newsletter, just
yeah,
put it in a box with red square around it, so just say, attention. It's the end of the year, we know, we just would ask everybody who comes to the center, to please update us with
Any changes?
any changes in your emergency contact and emergency numbers. And just put it in there, I mean, it can't hurt.
No,
That's a good idea,
That's
too.
That is a
that's
good idea also.
But
You know?
I don't read much of anything anymore, cause of my eyes.
No,
I just know people, Mary Lyons, people who have eye problems, whatever, aren't gonna necessarily see that. People who aren't gonna do the computer aren't gonna necessarily see that.
do both.
Do both. I think doing it all is a good idea, but I don't think that's a bad idea either.
Plus, this idea that we were talking about before the meeting is good because those are the people who actually come to the senior
Right.
center, so we especially want their.
So like on
update.
Monday, Mel, you take care of the Monday people.
Yeah, I take care of my
And
Monday
leave the list-
coffee
list
people, my
there.
bowlers, and then my bingo people.
Yeah, get
And
on.
then I'll get any changes, any updates to phone numbers and contact people, you know.
And so me and Pat are there on Tuesday. Lorraine is there on Wednesday.
And if you don't have time to
Thursday
actually
is-
put them into the computer, as long as they're there on the paper,
You need a
and-
nice pad of paper.
and we can just check them off as you go. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then people will, the next person in will
So
say, oh,
why
they didn't
doesn't
get to
somebody make
these."
up a form that we have? Name, updated contact. So can
Emergency
somebody make up
contact.
a,
Yeah, we just need lines, yeah, I'll do that.
I think
and then we'll
everybody
have, then
should
we'll make
fill out
copies.
one of those again,
Yeah.
you know, if they filled it out before, because minutes count, you know.
Oh, it
if
does.
been a little different today, that wouldn't have been a good thing.
I'm telling you that Wendy was, I'm not gonna use, I'm just saying that I think she was a little surprised that we hadn't contacted her, and I'm like, I tried millions of numbers. And,
Well, I just talked to
she
her.
did find out. Oh, good,
I just talked to her. She's on her way to the hospital.
right now.
She said she'll call us. She said her dad never had any heart issues that she knows of. She didn't understand what went on. She's surprised at that, you know, because she thought he was doing well. So but she said she would call us. She'll call me and let me know,
Oh, good,
either here or on my cell. So
okay.
she's got down. She's going to the hospital now. So she seemed very nice. She was good.
Oh, yeah, no, she was good when she talked to me.
Well,
too.
here, I'll make it, you know, I'll let you know, no, serious, I'm not making a joke about it. But I have a tag that I wear and never take off. And it has my name, address, the home phone, and it says Susan, and it has her phone number on it. And the reason I wear this is when I started competing in 2014 or 15 in road races, the first race I was in, they give you a little goodie bag, and in it was an ad to buy one of these, or whatever. And Susan said, if you're gonna go out and run around the streets, you know,
It's like a diabetic.
Well, but
Almost.
if something happens,
Yeah.
Put some-
how are they gonna know who you are and how to get in touch with me? And I never take it off. So if I fall down and hit my head, just look on my wrist. And I'm saying it because who do I see? You know, you're the people I see all the time, but,
I think that,
you know,
and
Where's
I
your
do
wallet?
think Walter
Huh?
was very, very
where's my wallet?
Yeah.
No phone numbers.
concerned about who was gonna go
No
to
money either.
Jan's graveside service. I think he would like to see us there. So the many as us that can go, we should go.
I missed that, I'm sorry.
Is that Saturday?
I said, yes, it's Saturday, it's graveside service, I think at 11 o'clock at the,
Pine Vet?
Pine Grove Cemetery in, Templeton, on Patriots Road. I don't really know what it is, but he must have asked me a bunch of quick times, are you gonna go, Claudia, are you gonna go? And told me where the reception was gonna be, expects us to go to the reception, you know,
Where's the Pine?
Pine Grove.
Cemetery. It's on Patriots Road.
There's a sheet on the,
There's a thing on the wall,
What
and he said I
time?
took, and he
Yeah.
asked
11.
everybody, he didn't only ask me, he asked Shirley and Betty, he asked everybody that came into that kitchen,
Mm.
are you gonna come, are you gonna come? And telling them where, so I think he really would like us to be there. Just my thought,
Yeah.
so,
Okay, yep.
would you want me
Thank
for?
you.
Can I ask another question? We were, talking about phone numbers. What about the updated list for the shut-ins? Was it something that we were working on?
I got it.
You got it?
Did you drop it off with me? Who dropped it off? I got it up there.
Yeah, I dropped it off. That's
It needs to be
the
updated.
original one.
So it
yeah.
needs to be updated, that one needs to be updated.
Yeah. But
I had one already up, yeah, I gave it to the police department. Did you
Yeah.
get that from the police department?
No, I gave that to the police
Yeah,
department.
I updated
Years
one
ago.
during COVID.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
years
you
ago I was
updated one.
talking about.
Yeah. And then we took turns, like, I think Bonnie, Patty,
Bonnie
and
and
I
I.
split.
You know.
Oh, you and I did it one time too.
Yep.
We've done, I think every winter we try to
Yeah.
call everybody on that and see how they're doing.
Yeah.
We can also use, the mock list, cause those are people that are getting their meals delivered, so those are the ones that probably don't come out as much, you know what I mean?
Mm.
We can use that too.
Cross-file it, make sure,
Yeah.
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 Okay, so, and Blue Cross Blue Shield is coming up
27th.
27th.
So two things, you can either come to the Blue Cross Blue Shield, which is an hour program, Glenn will be there also. It's an hour and we'll have a light lunch, she's just gonna go over the different types of insurance, blah, 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 blah. So, only for an hour,
What's the date on that again, sorry?
27th, and I think it's at 12:30 or something like that. And, if you don't wanna come to that, Donnie Berthium's having a luncheon over in Barry at the Barry Senior Center. We are all welcome to go. So if you don't go there and you wanna go support Donnie and whatever, they're putting on dinner.
Claudia, when, we had a pretty good system in place before COVID, and it went to hell during the COVID.
Yes.
And that's where we're running into problems, 'cause we used to have everybody that comes in new, to give us a slip of paper, who your emergency call.
Oh, we have that form, the My Senior
I
Center
still have it, you
form.
made it up, John, and I still
Yeah.
have that same
Yeah,
form.
we do use that.
Oh, yeah, no, that,
I need
And I
new
use it for
people.
the eggs.
it's people are changing. People are changing, they're
Well-
dying, their emergency contacts are dying, or they're changing
Well,
their
it's,
phone
but
numbers.
it's like everything every year, you know, you check your insurance every year.
Yeah.
You know, when I was working, I'd double check my W-2, make sure that I was in line, so you check these things once a year, so it's not a bad idea.
Right, we
You know,
have to
things
check,
change,
yeah,
things change.
So you know what's happening with the eggs, so with the eggs, because we need our numbers, so when the selectman or Nate, he says to me, Claudia, I need numbers. I can't fight for you unless I have some numbers.
Hmm.
So we weren't getting any of the egg people, so what I decided to do is they're taking all their names and their phone numbers of the people. I can either pay $800 to get one of those things, or we can get that other thing Nance was talking about.
I would get a portable one, because everybody in the business here mostly has those things. They take them on the bus with them, they check the people in.
Yeah, how cool is that?
What-
Okay,
It's a
so-
portable,
To-
My Senior
To read
Center.
your card,
Oh.
So you
Oh,
put
so
it-
you little
Scan
My
your
Senior
card
Center
in
card in.
the portable
scan your
one.
card.
How much are those?
$800.
Oh,
for one.
To
When
read
they
it?
give
And
us the
then
money?
it raises
to
your,
buy the
it
machine.
raises your, $1,200 a month, it raises it $300 or something like that. So that goes up to $1,500, and then you have that for $800. But for now, before we decide on anything, or before we can get anything going, I have Julia out there, she gets all the names, and she gets the phone numbers, and I found out a way that she can add them after they leave. She comes in and she adds everybody to my senior center. So if it's not the same day, don't know how to add them. But we figured out that all I have to go in is go into the schedule it for that day that she's working on it. May not be egg day, but these are the people that came in on egg day.
yeah. So
So
you
I
get
can
the
put
count.
so I get the count.
Yeah.
So we figured out how to get the count, and she stayed with me the other day. What day was that? Tuesday afternoon, she was in there and we were working on that.
That's what it
And,
was.
she worked a little bit with the My Senior Center trying to
Oh, good.
update, cause there was a lot of phone numbers that were on there that were not right, because she would go to put them in, she had to put the phone number in, didn't work.
Yep.
You know, so then we would go in there and we'd see the phone number they gave you and the phone number that was in the My Senior Center, so we changed it. So,
So you.
so
I
you're
used to-
double checking it that way also with the phones and stuff.
So we have to have an egg count every week.
Well, we've
For
been
Yeah, well,
doing
it's
that
like
for a long time.
85 people, or I don't know how many people come in.
We have a
That's right.
count, but what she's saying is the My Senior Center, they're not registered, so it doesn't really count, right?
Right.
Yeah,
You
we
wanna
don't,
get
we don't
them in
really,
there.
yeah, we just,
So they're supposed to be a member of the senior center for eggs.
and they have to be a Hubbardston resident, they
Mhm.
cannot be outside of
They
Hubbardston.
we used to have
Yeah, I
them
There was
sign in
one-
with the
one
card
slipped
and
through
hit
here
the
for
egg.
Barry.
Well,
It was there was only
Oh,
one
wow.
that slipped through for Barry that we went and we looked at it and, you know, she was in there, we went in there and I said, oh, she's from Barry, no.
are you still considering the phones over the My Senior Center thing or no?
Well, we haven't talked to that anymore, I was just waiting on you, Nancy.
I did, I told you, I called them.
Yeah, but I didn't get any, we didn't do it, did we?
You said you were gonna call and check on the, that you thought that they could give you dead phones, dummy phones.
Oh, you said we thought we could get dead phones.
No?
Cause I don't know what a dead phone is.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
dummy
from the police
phones,
department.
From the department, yeah.
From the police
Or you even,
department,
I thought you even said that they were from the,
from the sheriff's, Worcester
Sheriff's,
County
the
Sheriff's
sheriff's.
Office. Yes,
I
but
have no
those
idea what
phones
they're from.
only, you can only, call if you've fallen out, I mean, you can't,
they're only emergency,
yes, if you fall or anything, you can't,
so we can't use them for the other.
I don't think so.
But we can get, so I called the company,
Oh, good,
and they said, they checked, and they got back to me.
Yeah.
And, okay, so what we're talking about is the My Senior Center, other than, if you don't wanna pay the $800 and the $300, is it a month extra for service, a year. Yeah, right, a month.
Maybe I-
Oh, a year, okay, I was gonna say
But
That you
when
can
first
use cell phones. And if you've got, but the idea is probably we wouldn't wanna use our own cell phones, you know, so, we
well,
talked
that
about
person would have to
getting,
be there every single time, then if your cell phone would have to be,
you could do a multiple one, so, but they did say, they looked and they said, yes, some senior centers are using dummy phones, so dummy phones just means the ones that people have discarded. You know, you can get sick of your iPhone or your cell phone and you wanna discard it, right?
Right.
And sometimes a lot of people turn this into the police departments, okay, for people to use for emergencies. People can just use them for emergencies, but they told me that people are using those dummy phones at different senior centers for this specific use, for the My Senior Center.
so how do we get how do we get those phones? We
From
get
the
them
sheriff's
police-
department, from the police.
Oh, all right, well, I'll call them,
Yeah, call them and see if they have some, cause we had up to 3, I think they said, you could have.
I got one for
And then
everybody,
you'd be able to use that for your count?
anybody who wanted.
I would think, you just keep them here.
Yeah.
You just keep them here, these dummy phones,
then
and
you
they're
can-
only used for that.
For the egg count?
They're only used for whatever you wanna use them for. So if you're going on a trip or whatever, and you wanna take them onto the bus, whatever, they can be picked up and
For-
used by
okay.
anybody who's volunteering here.
To use for my senior
Yes, it would be
counts.
used as a My Senior Center, that'd be used as a portable thing, and
Yeah.
it's cheaper.
That'd be cheaper than
I
$800.
remember. It was still not cheap.
No, we still had to pay, I forgot what we had to
Can
pay.
you still, you can scan
With
them?
hundreds less.
Can you
Hundreds less,
scan
but we still
them?
had to pay. Still had to pay.
pay who?
I think so.
Who
I
would we
don't
pay?
remember,
Center.
I don't remember that, it seems like it was a while ago, but I came across that paper somewhere, but, yeah, I was waiting for you to talk to the sheriff's department, so if we can get dummy phones for them, and then I guess I would, call the place back, and even if I had to call a different senior center that uses them,
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
That would be a
And
good
say,
idea.
gee, can I bend your ear a little bit and figure out how you do this, you know? We could do all that.
Who is a good citizen that uses that I know of?
But-
You know, maybe I'd call my friend in West Boylston, that's
Yeah.
a bigger town and maybe
But
she
even
uses
the, my senior center, they know, they know who's using them. So.
And what
'cause
are we
it's still-
keeping track of?
How many people use the senior center and what do we use the senior center for?
It's like checking in.
Do you say
Check it
nobody
in.
checks in the
Oh, they
front
do
end?
check in, but like the eggs, there's like 80 people that use the eggs and we never get counted.
And you don't
for
know
that.
who they are?
Yeah, they don't check in.
It's like
They
going
used
on the
to.
trip
And
on
they
And
came
then
inside.
before COVID,
when
they
they're on
used
the
to
bus,
come
you can
inside
scan their
and get-
card,
Right.
and then you've got a record.
Oh, you can scan their card?
Yeah,
People don't
yeah.
want to
Okay,
do
I
that.
got it.
Yeah,
I got
So
it.
They-
Houston's so lazy about driving.
our town administrator has
They
wanted,
don't wanna get out of
You know,
their
it's
town.
strange how
Numbers.
this,
Park
my
it out,
senior
get out
center
from
came
there.
about, Claudia and I were up
See what
in
we got
Barry,
and see what we're doing.
looking for some idea.
They don't
Just
wanna
give me
come
my
in.
eggs.
Tuesdays is very slow.
I tried all over the country to
I
find
start in the
something that
morning.
you could use
I
at the
come in,
senior
it's just
center,
Pat
and all kinds of
and
crap,
then,
nothing. We go there,
John.
and he
Maybe we
Manager.
should get a little.
shows us around and.
And then
she's
Cindy
got
comes in
there
around
and
10
the
with
senior
the yarn.
center.
Oh, nice. So it's
Right in
program.
Massachusetts.
okay,
And
so
then the
all
singer,
over
so
the
it's
country.
just
can we get back
little
on
slow
track?
now. Okay. Are you done
Do
with
we
me?
have anything else? I think so. Do anybody have anything else for Claudia?
No.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you,
All right,
Claudia.
Claude.
Okay.
So, anyway, that's, yeah, and we're gonna continue working on that because I think that would be beneficial in some ways. And I think maybe a sign. There's so many people like myself. I just forget to do it, or I'll come in the back door, you know, to come to singing all the time, and my arm is full and I don't go over there to sign in. I gotta tell you, I'm at singing almost every week, and I probably have signed in 4 times this year.
Yeah.
This is sad. So, and I don't think it's just me.
We used to be, and I'm the same way, I just started again, making sure I
Okay.
sign in.
Me too.
So maybe we
Think
need
COVID.
some kind of.
Oh, making an
Please sign in, yeah.
Somebody should make an announcement at the beginning, you know, like you were saying, getting the phone numbers when the bowling people come in.
Yep.
Please
Same
make sure
thing,
you
just
sign in.
Please make sure you signed in if you didn't.
Make sure everybody signs in. I can do that
Oh,
on
and this is, we were
Mondays.
talking about, Claudia and I too, if we have this cell phone or my senior center thing, if everyone's sitting down, you know, sometimes there's 35 people playing, what's it called? Cribbage. And they're sitting down and playing, you think, you gotta get them all up and go back over to the machine, or, you know, say that 15 of them forget. But it's so easy for whoever's sitting at the desk to take this little portable thing and say, oh, if you've got to sign in, just get out your little card, I'm coming over. You know what I mean? It would be so much easier for us to get those numbers and keep track of people. So I think we need to make, maybe it's a sign over by the desk or something for us too, for the people who help out.
You'd have to have 2 signs.
Remind us.
Like you said, you come in the back.
No, I meant at the desk for the people who are sitting at
I've
the
been
desk that
better
day to
about it.
remind.
Oh,
Lately.
Remind
You
us
can
about it.
sign in with your name and your phone number.
You
Like,
can, so if they forget their
can't
card.
dig your card out
can
or.
you do that with the
You can do
portable?
it quicker. What?
Yes, I did read that
Okay.
somewhere, you
So
can
you
do
say
it.
the portable's
I
800
always
bucks?
sign it.
That's for
I
the
always use my
My
card.
Senior Center Portable,
I
the
sign in
elite
on my way
one.
out.
Oh, with the software that goes.
No, I really, sometimes it.
No, the
my
software's
card-
gonna
because
be
it's
on
vo-
either,
because I
it
signed
will
in
be the
volunteer.
software.
So
The
if
software
I
you're
come in at
paying
9 and
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm leaving
300
at 10,
extra
I
a
leave at
year
1.
for
Yeah, well,
If you're doing it on your phone,
When they get you.
It's a
mine,
lot
I
cheaper.
sign in when I come to do my work,
Yeah.
and then I
Like,
sign
did
in.
I sign
Even
up for
tonight,
Huh?
even tonight,
Who signed up
everybody
for
should
tonight?
sign
I
in for
did.
the meeting.
I
good
did.
for you, good for you, not me.
Board meeting. So,
Board meeting, I signed
Board
in for
meeting.
the spaghetti
I signed in
dinner.
for the board meeting.
So on the way out, us who did not sign in for the board meeting need to sign in.
Well, here's my card. Can you scan it, please?
Don't have that software yet. Anyway, so does anyone else have anything else about, programs, businesses? I tried to bring up everything I could think of for her. She already did deck updates, boutique yard sale. Any other members, any other ideas?
Next board meeting,
Third
Well,
Wednesday.
What's the third Wednesday?
November 15th.
That's not whatchamacallit week, right?
No,
Not
that's the
Thanksgiving.
next week.
What's
November
whatchamacallit?
I don't know.
Thanksgiving week.
Oh.
We don't want it the day before Thanksgiving.
No, we don't. We have to be
We do not.
Okay.
November 15th at 6:30. Mel, you gonna
30.
get us cleared for that?
Oh, yes.
Okay, thank you. And, oh, thank you notes, I was
That's,
gonna ask. Are
there's
you
a
doing
memorial
thank you notes?
meeting for
For-
that day
Do you do
too,
thank you notes
John,
for this group,
at 4.
or COA?
I can,
We
like,
had
Do
8
one to
meetings
Brad
last month.
Sanborn?
I know, right?
For the spaghetti?
So is that at 6:30?
thank you,
Yes, 6:30.
Brad Sanborn, and he's in my senior center,
I have no idea.
I know that
He
there's
lives
on the
on
computer.
right? Hale Road.
Hale. And then the other one would be, I thought of, when I read it,
And he donated the pasta?
no, he donated the spaghetti sauce and the,
Who did?
all the meat. Brad Sanborn. So we're gonna send a thank you
Sauce
note
and
to
meat.
him. And then I had another one, another thank you note, I thought I wrote this one.
Well, if you think of it.
What else did we just have?
While you're looking for that, was your microphone okay? I left it plugged in?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Oh, good.
Yep, we're
So I
fine.
can do that on Mondays for you, so you
Well, we don't need it every week. No,
Oh.
don't worry about it. Yeah, you don't need nothing to worry about. I can't remember who that thank you note was, but it was for someone who did something for us.
The spaghetti, the man that made the spaghetti sauce,
Yeah,
that's who you said you wanted to send.
yeah,
thank
but no, I thought of another one, I didn't say it out
Oh,
loud.
you didn't say it out
don't
loud.
think.
Well, I
don't
can't help you
think
with that
so.
then.
No, I know. Oh, here it is. Thank you for, oh, I was thinking Golden Ages. But that's also the
Or-
boutique, yeah, they did the boutique side, right? And they donated, how much? We don't, just the monetary, they donated a bunch of money.
You want me to send something to Golden Age?
Yeah, I would, just because I know Bev did a lot of work
Yeah, she
Carol
worked really
did.
hard
for
on
that
that.
boutique, and, other people. I don't know if
Bev
they were all
works on
Golden
that
Ages, but
Year round.
I know she does.
She works on it
Yeah.
every Sunday.
So, thank you to them, that would be great. And I guess we don't have to thank Claudia, cause she's part of this.
How are we doing on our agenda here?
We're done.
I think we're done.
Did we vote?
Are you?
Are you tired, John?
I'm making, well,
Motion, make a motion, go ahead.
I am
make
too.
a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, John.
I second it.
Here we go. It's always these two.
Second.
Did I tell you something?
We're done.
Did I tell you
No,
something?
Bill and I